When I was playing yesterday, it was the first time playing out as a musician by myself for 3 hours. I've just never done that before, and I was practicing a little bit ahead of time just because I was a little concerned that my hands would cramp up, or my arms might cramp up, or if I wondered if I needed to sit down or stand up more, and my fingers are gonna hurt. I burnt my finger just under my spot where I hold my strings the other day on a grill, and so it's kind of tender there, so that was causing some problems. Um, so I had all these concerns, and then I get there, and I don't think I took a break from the beginning until the end until like 4 o'clock. So I played from two to four just straight. But of course, my point of this is that a lot of that time I was chit chatting with people, interacting with the people, and I wasn't playing my guitar as much. So about 50% of the time I was playing my guitar, and then 50% of the time we were just singing a cappella. We were just coming up with some songs, and I would help guide them. And over the years, I've memorized a lot of songs that I know in my head that I can pretty much recite. I can't play them all on the guitar, but I can remember pretty much word for word most of those songs, or a lot of songs. So people were just shouting off different songs. I was like, yeah, sure, let's try that one. Let's try Jewel. Let's try Amazed by Lone Star. Let's try American Pie. So there's all sorts of songs we just threw up there, and I knew how to sing them, and we sang them, and got some of those people to sing as well. And there was a bunch of really good singers. So it was a lot of fun. So, anyways, the time went fast, and I realized I wasn't fatigued. I felt good. The energy felt good, and I had enough time of chit chatting, talking, and just singing solo to give my arms a rest, which was the main kind of concern. My hand is cramped up in the past, where I'll play a lot, and all of a sudden my hand just like gets in a cramp, and you can't do anything with it. I don't know if anyone's experienced that before. I experienced that once when I was climbing a phone tower. I worked as a job putting satellites on a phone tower one year, and I was afraid of heights, and I still am. So I'm not quite sure why I took that job, but I was I was getting paid to climb up these 100-foot, 200-foot towers, strapped in, but still climbing these towers in the open air. And sometimes I would climb halfway up, and I'd freak out so much, and my hands would both of them would cramp up. So imagine being 100 feet in the air, attached by a little harness, and having your arms being unavailable to hold on. Like, it was really scary. So that happens occasionally with my hand playing guitar. But it didn't happen, and I think I give thanks to the people that were there, and the energy that was there, and the interaction that was there, and that was a lot of fun. And it made me think about how I present myself as a performer, because I'm on a stage, so to speak. I'm in front of people, entertaining people, and it's not just about the music that you play and how good you are, but it's about how you interact with people, and how they interact with you, and how you play off of that. So it's kind of fun. It reminds me of tango in a way, and DJing a little bit, because DJing is often for me an experience where I'm visually looking around at people and watching people and seeing who's here, and remembering conversations I've had with Gabrielle, or John, or whoever it happens to be, about the song that they happen to like, that I know that if I play it, they're gonna get out there and dance. And so I'm having these visualizations, reactions. I'm seeing how people are dancing, seeing how people are moving, and responding to that. So it's like a dance in a way, and that reminds me of playing in front of people as a guitarist too. That kind of interaction that you have with your audience, I guess you could say. And tango is not much different. It's a DJ, and they're an audience of listeners, and you're trying to give them a really good experience, and you're trying to give hundreds of people, thousands of people that experience, even though everyone's different, and everyone has different flavors that they like, and different styles that they like. So it's an interesting and fun thing to try to read the crowd, to understand this music's going to work for the majority, and there's some songs that get played, and a lot of people don't like them, and so they'll sit. And I'm included in that. I'll hear songs, and I'm just like, no, I'm really good. I'd rather sit and listen and have a conversation. I'm gonna wait until I'm really pulled to the floor and I really want to dance. So yeah, it's an interesting idea of this interaction, and entertaining people, and entertaining an audience, and yeah, I didn't really plan to segue into this kind of tango relationship, but it's very similar to me as I was talking about it. So maybe it's a good topic to of discussion. There's a lot of really great tango DJs out there, and I'm curious if a lot of you feel the same way about your interaction with your environment and the people and the crowd and the energy, the lights, everything. The ladies yesterday that were sitting watching me kept moving, having to do with light. There was shade right underneath my tent and a big tree, but then the sun kept moving, and they kept moving because they didn't want to be in the sun. They're sitting there. They've been out in the sun all day. They were hot, and they just wanted to keep moving. So our stage kind of kept moving as the sun moved, which was kind of a kind of a cool experience. It's like you're kind of not just trying to fit into nature, but you're moving with nature as you want to get more comfortable in that certain environment. So that was kind of funny. Anyways, have a good Sunday.